Okay, guys, it's Monday morning, and I'm out here with my 71 C10 truck, big Turd, and fall is here. And I've got, since I got this truck back, my number one priority for today, if I can, is to get all these bare metal parts in a primer and paint the best that I can. I don't know if I'll get time to do all of it because there's some things going on today, but need to get a shop vac and get all this cleaned up too. But anyway, I got to get all this in paint because I don't want it to get back rusty again. As you can see, this truck don't have much insulation, so when it gets just a little bit cooler and the snakes and the waspers are gone away, I'm going to go to the junkyard and get me some door rubber and put on here. There's a truck that I'll be looking for, and I'll tell you later on which truck it is that I'm going to try to get the door insulation from. But I got to get all this in primer and paint as quick as I can and let it be drying, because as you know, when it comes to paint, you got to really have somewhat of a warm day for it to lay down good. And I've got to get all this in primer and paint. So this is the other side. In case you're new to the channel, I'll just kind of go over real quick. I had actually thought about just clear coating it, and I'm going to talk to my wife about that again. I really don't mind the look. It kind of looks pretty good, doesn't it? Or to me. But as you know, if you've kept up with my channel, I'm kind of strange. I thought about just sea foam and green this and just leaving the other part clear. But talk to my wife about that here in a minute. Got me some glue traps out, but there's, just give you a little preview, there's a whole lot to cover up here. There's me one of them little nuts that I'm always needing. I got my glove box, the glove box inner part. I can't think of the name of it, but I got to put it in too. But I can do that anytime. Right now it's paint and stuff, and just listening to me, you probably think this guy don't need to be breathing any paint fumes, but I'm just not. Some days I wake up good and some days I don't. So anyway, here it is. Oh yeah, and I got to put some paint right here where Tim done that. I'll do it black. But this is I'm trying to get show you what paint I'm using. This is what I spray painted this whole truck with, was a Krylon. Krylon's my favorite, if you're wondering. It just lays down real good. I don't know why. But I've got a little bit of black. I'm trying to use up a whole bunch of paint cans that are taking up a lot of room on my paint shelf. That's just got a little bit in it, just barely enough. So I'm going to try to use majority of this stuff up. Stupid yellow jacket. And try to get this to the truck as quick as I can. So this is where we're at, and I'm going to talk to my wife about maybe what she thinks about just clearing it, or should I just sea foam green the whole thing like it's, I don't know. Anyway, decisions, and anyway, we'll just kind of go from there, and I'll get back with you in a few minutes, so just hang on. Okay guys, I'm back. I talked to my wife for a few minutes, and we were discussing whether I should paint these spots that Tim fixed for me with new metal. But at this point, I'm trying to keep it from rusting. So my wife and I discussed it. I didn't know, I don't know why, but I just kind of like the bare metal look. Like you're working on something and it's not finished, but really it is. So I just decided to talk to my wife, get her opinion. And we kind of both decided to just clear coat it, just the bare metal spots. I've already spray painted the rocker and the cab corner. Got a few drips right there from the clear, but that's okay. I don't care. Just adds to the character. And you're probably thinking, boy, he messed up by not putting the seafoam green all the way across it. But you know what, as my wife and I were saying, or what she was telling me, it's only this way one time. So you can take that good or bad, but I kind of agree. It's kind of like an old truck like this. If you was to go and have it professionally painted, I mean, yeah, it's going to look good, but I don't know why, but to me, you've just kind of lost the character of it. And as I said in a lot of my videos, it's got a story to tell. So right now, I'm just trying to read into the story and see what this old truck's got to say. So as far as story goes, but I've clear coated this. Let me start all over. I have put a seafoam green, that's the color I'm calling it, on the rocker and the cab corner there. I done this, and the door's kind of hitting a little bit right here, and that's okay, because my wife said, you're not going to believe this, but my wife's in total agreement with me. She said we're going to have to scuff this up to kind of match the truck, so that's good. I'm going to let that dry a minute, then I'm going to scuff it up. I have took clear and sprayed this several times where Tim has put new metal under the doors, and I kind of like that rust just kind of coming out there a little bit. I'm trying to show you everything the best that I can. And let's see, I went up under the truck and hit it with a little bit of black, but I've got a lot more to do. Black Krylon, clear coated this. Well, there's a little bit where I've hit it with some black. I don't know if you can see that or not, but just a little bit. I don't want it to look real good. I know that's crazy, but I'm just a nut. So anyway, oh yeah, I've done this side. I've put the seafoam green Krylon to my rocker and cab corner here. Sprayed some clear there. And I've done the same thing basically as I done on the other side. Kind of shot it with a little bit of clear in a couple of spots that I thought might need attention. Boy, that's pretty rough, ain't it? But you know what? It works. I like that look. I don't know why. I guess it's something. I guess I like it because you can't buy it. I mean, it's either there and you have it or you don't. So anyway, I've got this. Thought I'd show you what I'm doing. I've got this Krylon gloss clear. Gloss crystal clear Krylon. I wish it was duller, but you know what? That's okay. I don't know why I got this, but I've had it on my shelf, and I'm trying to use up some of my spray cans. But I was just going to show you what I'm doing. I'll shake it up a little bit because I've been talking to y'all, and you know what? I seen something I need to get there just a little bit before I get started spraying. And I want to get this excess green off I've been using a little bit of a steel wool. That's what I'm trying to say. Hard for me to do two things at the same time. I'm either talking or I'm doing something, and for me to do both is quite an achievement. Okay, I'll show you what it's going to look like. Let's see, I think I've already done this one. Let's hit it again. It won't hurt. No, I hadn't done that, so I'm glad I did that. And I'll get up under the truck here in a minute, and we'll look at all that. But I just like this look, and as I said, I'm just trying to get something on it before winter gets here. The warm days are just about to be over with, and I'm just trying to put something on it so it won't get any worse as far as major rust. I'm just trying to keep this look. So watch how it changes though when I put this clear on. Watch how it looks kind of wet. Hope you can see this. I'm having a hard time doing this and looking at the camera too to make sure that you're seeing everything that I'm doing. And as I said, I'll crawl up and under the truck and do a better job up under there, because what you see on the surface is more underneath. This truck has had some major rust repair and stuff. So I'm just going to hit it. I'll let that dry for a minute, and I'll come over here and hit this spot real quick. I really do like this truck. It needs some more work as far as mechanical. and a few other little odds and ends. But, you know, you can't do it all in one day, and this is not a hour-long show. So I just gotta do what I can as my budget will allow me to do, because, and I got a couple of runs, but that's okay. I don't care. It's protected at least through the winter months. That's what I'm shooting for. Okay. Yeah, I got some runs, but that's okay. I don't care. And let's see. There was something. Let's see. I think I got a little bit of this can right here. Kind of scares me a little bit. This is this Rust-Oleum, and as you can see, I've had troubles out of it. I've turned into a full-fledged. I mean, I will use Rust-Oleum, but I've just about turned into a Krylon man. Okay, here's a new part that they have put in. Before I start spray painting, I'll show you this in this patch. Get my finger out of the way. Kind of hard to hold this and do all this too, so just kind of bear with me. But I'm just going to hit it with some black and on the welds and stuff to make sure that it doesn't deteriorate. You know, to be honest with you, I'm not going to be driving this in the cold weather, or try not to drive it in the rain or anything, because, you know, insurance and stuff that I have on this is antique car insurance that I have. And oh, this stupid thing. Ah, look at that crap. It won't spray. So I'll have to get another can. Rust-Oleum's good, but I don't know why, but I just have not had any luck with it. So I'm going to have to get another can of black spray paint. Let's see if I got some over here. I've got... Hey, I do. And this is Krylon. Oh, I was trying to finish up those cans of paint. Hey, this has got bonds to plastic. I might save that, because I have plans on maybe working on some model cars this winter. So I might want to save that. But I'm trying to get rid of some of this stuff that don't dang matter. Try to free up some space on my paint shelf and get rid of some cans that's just got a little bit in it. So, okay, I'm going to get up under here and spray paint, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get done. So hang on. Hey guys, I had my little camera phone here on the charger because I've had it paused for so long, and I didn't realize how long I'd been talking, nearly 13 minutes of footage. But here's what I got done. I kind of scuffed up this a little bit. I went under the truck the best that I can, going over stuff and painting it. I'll kind of give you a little preview. Of course, it's not really interesting, but I will show you what I've done with some spray paint. Try to get this where you can see it. Spray painted all the bare metal and welds that I can, the best that I can. Good enough for this old truck. And on the other side as well. I won't get into all that because it's pretty boring, but I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. And if you're a new person that's watching my channel, why, I need to let you know that I'm not a professional at anything. I'm just doing this because I enjoy doing it, and it's a learning curve for me, and of what to do and what not to do. And you can use this video to your advantage as well to learn what to do and what not to do. I've scuffed this up a little bit, so I'm trying to make it look like that's the original rocker on the truck with just a few patches, and I've cleared all this, and I've done underneath the best that I can. Okay, here's what I'm wanting to ask you. I don't know if I'll get to this today, but I got my shop back out. I'm going to vacuum out the insides and get all this dust and all the welding. I call them welding BBs. I used to be a welder myself years ago, and I don't have a welder here at home, so I kind of rely on Tim, and he does an excellent job. So here's the question I'm going to pose to you. My wife and I are kind of in a little bit of a discussion, dilemma, whatever. I'm wanting to vacuum all this out and clear coat it like I did this stuff here. walls with a clear paint, clear sealant, and I kind of took a little bit of a steel wool and kind of shined this up a little bit, and I'm trying to convince her that this would look good, but she's wanting me to paint the whole floor and everything black. Now, if you'll remember, this whole truck was white with just this green seafoam door panel, just the trim, all this other stuff. All this green on this truck and this white top, I've done all this myself. That's acorns hitting my metal building, so there's no shooting going on around here yet. So anyway, what would you do? I don't know why, but my wife said something a while ago that kind of piqued my interest a little bit, and she said, she said this truck's kind of a Frankenstein truck, and I might name it Frankenstein. What do you think about that? Anyway, something to think about. Or I could go with this, what somebody who used to own the truck, I guess, etched in John C. Anyway, let me know in your comments what you think. If I should just, I don't know. I just kind of like this look. But then again, I'm married, and I kind of got to go along with what my wife says a lot. Happy marriage, happy, how does that go? Happy wife, happy life. Yeah, happy wife, happy life. That's it. And I need a happy life with a happy wife. So that's where we're at. But anyway, if you think I should just clear it, clean it up real good and clear it and leave it like that. Of course, I have a floor mat over it. So instead of having to paint all that black, once it's black, that's just the way it's going to be. But if I clear coat it, I just about said something stupid, didn't I? My wife's laughing at me. But if I clear coat it, I can still go back over it maybe next year, spring, summer, whatever, and paint it black. So I'm kind of caught up in a dilemma here. So anyway, that's what we're doing. My wife is out here kind of helping me, and she has got a, what do you call those things? Paint scraper. Yeah, paint scraper, yeah. And she's getting all these crusties up here, and getting all that. And I've got some Rust-Oleum that Tim had left over from when I painted his utility bed. And I think my wife and I decided we're just going to paint the bottom of the bed with that Rust-Oleum paint, that, kind of textured paint. I don't know the correct name for it. You have to forgive me. And I think I'm just going to get what little bit of seafoam green I've got and just kind of go over. I just kind of went over this stuff really, really quick because if you'll remember, I was trying to hurry up and get as much as I could done and go to Tim's, take it to Tim's. So, okay, this is where we're at, and I'll try to get back with you in a few minutes. So hang on. Hey guys, just going to show you what I'm fixing to do now. I had a little bit, I'm on my very last can of that seafoam green. I went over the edges, around through here a little bit. I'm fixing to start in with this Rust-Oleum truck bed coating, and my wife is on the inside cleaning the floorboards and stuff. But this is black. It's the same cans. I've got 4 of these cans, and I purchased them from Tim because it was leftover from when I had spray painted the utility bed that's on his red Chevrolet truck. The one I showed you yesterday in the video that I forgot I'd already showed you. This is a couple of, I think 4 cans left over. So I just bought them from him. He had to buy them, so only fair that I buy them from him. So I bought these cans, and this is what he bought. This is what he wanted on his utility bed. So I done what he said because it's his utility bed, and he's the one that bought this paint. So anyway, I purchased those cans from him, and I'm fixing to show a before and after. What I've decided, or what my wife and I should say, have decided to do is just do the bottom of the bed. Just spray this on it, and we'll see what it looks like. I know it's not going to be perfect, but it is what it is, and all I'm doing is helping preserve the truck. And I was just kidding about naming the truck Frankenstein, by the way. That's just a little joke my wife and I had going on because it's kind of had all, how Frankenstein has, like surgery marks and sewing marks, like where something's sewed together. And that's the way that, since I clear coated the welds and stuff that Tim's and the pieces he's welded on there, it kind of looks like something like Frankenstein. So anyway, we're still at it, and I'm going to end this video here in just a few minutes when I get done with this, because I did not realize that I've talked so much. And what you're getting really is almost a whole day's work in just a very few minutes. So I'll get back with you when I get this done. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, guys, gonna have to wrap this up. It's trying to start raining, but I got the bed paint in, the truck floor mat stuff in. It's trying, excuse me, it's trying to rain, so I'm gonna have to call it a day. Appreciate you watching the video. I'll try to do more updates as I work on this thing, but I got to let this set like 20 or 30 minutes before it's ever dry. Now, so I got to get it in the garage. This is the storm that's coming from, last night was in Dallas where they had the tornadoes. It's coming up here to Tennessee now, so I've got to call it a day. Appreciate you watching, as I said. Hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to, I guess, to the next time I make a video to talking to you about it, what else I can do around here. Y'all have a good one. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you would. I sure would appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.